At the European Seafood Show, we are actually the only company out of 1,200 or more participants that are showing the sea urchin specifically as a product.
Just wonderful. It's like the cream of the sea, really creamy. Lovely fresh iodine.
Very tasty, very good.
People are recognizing our product, that it has potential. They love the taste, the freshness, and the quality.
I think there are a number of excellent opportunities for sea urchin roe products in the European market because this is really an untapped sushi market. In Europe, you haven't yet seen sushi products across all lines of distribution, in all levels and price points in food service like you do in other areas of the world.
Good.
So I think that we could really develop markets for sea urchin roe in Europe based on that. And also, they're a culture of roe eaters already. They like fish eggs. To eat sea urchin roe wouldn't be that unusual for them.
France is the second biggest consumer of sea urchins in the world. Also in Spain and many other countries, they recognize sea urchins and they love sea urchins.
This is a huge market with quite sophisticated tastes, and there are many opportunities. But in order to get there, we have to be able to produce what they want.
We've identified two distinct markets for sea urchin in Europe. The first is the traditional fresh tray market, being supplied by companies such as Grand Hill Marine Products, Territory Seafoods, and Kiku Fisheries. The second is the frozen market, for which Kiku Fisheries developed the Unamaki product.
We want to expand our market into Europe. I mean, we have a strong market in Japan already. And because of our new product, it has more of an international taste to it.
In the forefront of all this has been Kiku Fisheries. Last year, Kiku Fisheries was a finalist with their canned caviar sea urchin. This year, Kiku came across with another product, and it was a super innovation, and in fact, won the prestigious award for the best originality at the European Seafood Show.
The Prix d'Elite is a very high-profile event at this exhibition. Everybody goes to look at all of the finalists.
Had one for originality, so out of curiosity, we've had more traffic come through our booth, and that's done great, and people have really accepted the product.
Because our product is actually a frozen sushi, and for one pack it would be around $6, so it's really cheap for the European market, I think.
Frozen broadens the opportunities by offering convenience for the manufacturer, the retailer, and the consumer.
We're just trying to target markets that are less accessible, that don't have access to sushi easily.
Yeah.
And so the frozen form would definitely be beneficial.
Being in this industry for more than 25 years, having that knowledge, passed down has been, I mean, she's obviously studied it for many, many years and is the key technician, really, of Kiku.
So it's really nice to have Canadian companies enter and to have one win. This is the first company from Canada that's actually won an award at this international venue too. So it was very exciting to see that Canada was willing to really put their products forward on the international stage like that.
Now it's like we won the Prix d'Elite and we need to top it now. So that's going to be a challenge, but we're up for the challenge.
So I think it's a fantastic opportunity for us. I think we get good value out of this show. The Canadian Pavilion itself has become grander and more professional. This year we even had a lounge area where they were offering some Canadian beer and wine. You could take your customers there, you could sample your products, you could talk about business. Without a doubt, with a fresh product, the challenge is moving that product into the market. And of course in Japan, this is a well-developed system.
It's fantastic. Comparable to the best.
All right then. Thank
Excellent.
you.
And you've been in Japan?
For 4 years.
Wow.
This is just as good as what I got out there.
Canadian, one of the best I like.
Oh.
I'm not in a compliment. This is I also been to Seattle many times. That you are Vancouver Uni. That one of the first delivery to Japan, and you have good rich sea, rich kelp, and very good product.
So yeah, we're looking for good supplies here, but we currently import our uni from Japan, which is a bit ludicrous because it's probably come from Canada, it's gone all the way from Japan, being processed there, and now it's going back to Europe. And it does lose the edge on the quality. And you probably know, but if you have not such great uni, it really doesn't taste good.
Yeah.
It's one of those things. Yeah.
The next challenge I see is to get to that step where we can have maybe a central distribution spot and then be able to move it out to all these customers.
That's really good. Really, really good.